So I'm getting better. Yeah. So I'm getting from you. Yeah, can you start it a little? You can do it this way. No, no. The idea, again, we've talked about this before in another context. The idea of opening the throat is right, but not when we actively, I'm exaggerating now, but it's this, I'm about to sneeze. I'm so awake. I'm so snobby. So which were you, awake, snobby, or about to sneeze?
Awake.
She's a lady.
For now.
Can we? Not bad. It's even more. Yes. And then as we go down, allow that air column to show you where the voice wants to go. In other words, the air column also, let's call this more of an air column crescendo. That sounds strange. Allow a crescendo and allow a faster movement, a faster usage of the air as you go down.
As I go down.
As you go down, yes, yes. But not back. That was not bad, but you went back on me.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. Do it again. Yes.
So
Did you?
like...
Yes, exactly. It's that. So that keeps you anchored in here, and this is also again a property of registration.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's called Mogeln in German. Once more. Yeah. Okay. It's important for you to know where we are right now in your voice. We're right. This is what I call the middle of the soprano voice, the tenor voice, an octave lower. This is in the key of G. So what you were, the note that you were, or the notes, the A and the G, I was wanting them to be just a little bit, yeah, fatter. Yeah. Do it again. I'm sorry. You're making those fat. I want it sort of the opposite way around. Yeah. Yeah. That actually in the end gives you a greater feeling of security, doesn't it? Yeah. And this is you do so many things well, but you've sort of got things turned
around
upside down in a way.
I know.
Because you were saying, more air there instead of, I think you think more air into in the top as you go up, and that's part of what limits the top for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand.
Good. Oh, here. Okay, not bad. But now, of course, we're a half step up further so that we're not going to quite do the same. I mean, it sounds like it's very complicated. Does anybody here know this about this book that ages ago, over 100 years ago, Lily Lehmann wrote, that has that diagram of a face in profile, with all of these different points of where a certain pitch with a certain vowel. No one knows this. Oh, you do know it. When I first saw that thing, I thought, this woman, how does she have a career? She's out of her mind. I was about maybe 21 when I first saw that, and I thought, In the meantime, she was brilliant. It is that way. It seems so complicated. It seems so, but once you start to understand how that functions, what you just did now was close to being right, but you were sort of giving the A flat the juice of a G or an F sharp. And it's just a little bit that's complicated, but it in the end is not. You just have to know that you don't feed it quite as much.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, good for you.
I
think.
still feel in the top ones though that I'm like, I'm pulling myself up to hit the top notes.
Well, this is not easy to start right in the middle of that. I think this was a problem to do. Yeah, we did it that way. Oh, and that reminds me of something else we're going to try. Okay, I'm waking. Okay. Yeah, what's one? But that whole thing didn't quite work, did it? Yeah, that wasn't quite in the right place. Yeah, exactly. So maybe let's try. This is a good exercise for you. I want to make sure that you take some of this with you. Let's do it. So let's try this. It's all a matter. You see, what you're feeling is in my opinion, is the tendency to want to. What you've been doing for a long time is opening here in the middle of Passaggio, and you're trying to compensate for that now. You're trying to do it in a different way, but you're not knowing exactly where you should put that note, and it needs to be further forward. It needs to be more, right here between your eyes. Yeah. Don't press on it. Don't press on it. Okay, so that was better. That was, again, that it's a more specific place. And right here in Passaggio, it will be very specific. Yeah?
Okay.
Does that begin to make...
A bit. I still don't completely understand the forward thing. For me, forward is always a bit...
right.
Suffocating.
Forward is, and this is forward is for you. Making sure that this is relaxed enough so that it goes in here, and then the result of that is something that feels as if it is pressing against this. You will feel the resistance here, especially on an E, if it's proper, but it will be a result of the relaxation. And a result of the other aspect of this part of your range is that it can only be right if you're really... So we can do it in this way too. We can start with, that was the hemi exercise. Try it. So that's a lot easier. So what we're accomplishing by doing that, among other things, is number one, having the feeling that we come out of a movement.
Yeah.
Number two, we are immediately causing a certain amount of resistance, because if you know what you feel when you're doing this. Yeah, you feel here this band of muscle has to work. So that, but this is not an easy exercise. It's more of an advanced exercise in order to start right in the middle of Passaggio with these closed vowels. That's do you think you get this one? We're going to do other things. Have we tried this? See, this is where I maybe will have forgotten. We tried a D day, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so now your solar plexus is absolutely important and will come along, but if you were going to do this, I want this hand of yours down here and this hand up here. So that we have the preparation for each one of these is the release here and the release here, and then pang out there. Let's start here. That's better. Now, make the tongue, please, more independent of the jaw. Yeah? And otherwise we get nd, and that's an extra tension, too. So it's almost like an Italian T. So it's yeah, yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine saying D, day, speak it.
D, day.
D, day. D, day.
D, day.
That's it. That's better. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That wasn't right, but the position was. Once more. So the important aspect here, more than anything else, is that preparation before, that release here, but you're getting down in. Good for you. And then when you're making the sound, the ribs are expanding. Good. Once more. Yeah. Where's the dumb soprano? We need her. Good. Okay, you started adding things on the way down, but the beginning wasn't bad.
Okay.
D, da.
No.
Good, you notice. Good. This is hard. I know. You can do it. Okay, take
Too
enough
much.
time. It's too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. You notice that.
Yeah.
That's a huge
starting to-
step. Yeah. Good, good, good. Good. Okay, I want you to, that was more secure and but I want I don't want it to be that fast really. If you're going to use this, then it would be dee da, dee da, dee da, dee do, dee do. But I really would like you, because to train, if you're going to use it, train yourself to take enough time between each one of these to get down. Once more. And then we'll let that one go. And I want the other thing that I remembered. Dee da.
No.
So set up your whole resonance thing. Not too fast. Yes. That will accomplish something.
Yeah.
That other thing, you can convince us it sounds pretty, but it's cheating. You're too good at that, and yeah, you in a way. Can you? I don't know if this is going to work, but I was just reminded of this. Copy me, if you can. Yippee-yi-yay!
Yippee-yi-yay!
Yeah, do it again, and with a subtext. Yippee-yi-yay!
Yippee-yi-yay!
Oh no, that went back here. Yippee-yi-yay! Don't think too much.
Yippee-yi-yay!
Yes. You know how that went right zoop
Yeah.
into the top.
No time to
Okay.
think about it.
Go ahead and cut. But what reminded me was the idea of coming from underneath. Yeah. Yippee!
Yippee-yi-yay!
Okay. with
Yippee-yi-yay!
yes, with interpretation, of course.
Yippee-yi-yay!
Yippee!
Yippee-yi-yay!
Yippee!
Yippee-yi-yay!
Yeah. Okay, you're throwing your cowboy hat up in the air. Yeah, exactly.
Yippee-yi-yay!
Yippee! Oh, yeah, but yeah, go.
Yippee-yi-yay!
Okay, not bad. So, all of this is about allowing the relaxation from underneath, the schwung into the top, and not opening here, opening this way. Yeah?
Yeah.
You got that?
I think
one
so.
last thing. Into this bim bim bow.
Yeah. Bim bim bow.
Okay, I want really stupid bim bim, like a bimbo. Bim bim bow.
Bim bim bow.
Yeah.
Bim bim bow.
Good.
Bim bim bow.
You can even enjoy that more. More relaxation as long as you
Bim bow.
feed them, and then drop.
Bow. Bim bim bow.
Do bim bam bam.
Bow.
So bim bam bam.
Bow. Bim bam bow.
Yeah, relaxing into that. That just gets you anchored.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's fun. As if I'm normally not supposed to do that.
Okay.
That's the
Well-
approach that I
Yeah. All right.
don't touch the chest voice.
Yeah, I understand that to a great extent, because if it's done incorrectly, it can be dangerous. But this is not dangerous. We always need to have the protection of some head voice on top of it, but or over it or covering it, however you want to understand it.
But this was covered? I
This-
don't know if I can
No,
tell
it's
the
not.
difference.
It's not covered as such. That's maybe the wrong word. It's just that there is a portion of, if I had to define it, I would say 80% chest voice, 20% head voice. It's a mixture, and we mix all the time. Yeah, good.
So we should sing?
We should sing. Otherwise, we're going to be out of time.
What do you think?
What do I think? I would. Oh, that's hard. That's really hard. Okay, show me your Mimi. This is our last chance to do that.
Try.
No, that was
Off the list.
my
Your
debut.
glasses.
Oh, my glasses. Oh, I'm trying to lose them. You see, it's quite clear. I don't want to be wearing them.
Not too slow, please.
Can you now?
Hopefully I'll have the air. The air.
Tell everybody.
Oh, this is Mimi's second aria, Donde lieta uscì, from Puccini's La Bohème. Donde lieta uscì al tuo grido d'amore, torna sola Mimi al solitario nido, ritorna un'altra volta a intesser finti fior. Addio, senza rancor. Ascolta, ascolta, l'eco che romi ad una che lasciai sparse. Nel mio cassetto stan chiuse quel cerchietto d'or e il libro di preghiere.
So you have, there are a lot of pretty places, a lot of pretty colors, but I think that you have sort of thing about having enough air.
Yeah.
Yeah? As I've gotten to know you this week, that seems to be one of your real issues. And you know what? It has absolutely nothing to do with air. All of it has to do with the organization of your voice. And because the registration is really mixed up, you're having to work much harder than would be necessary otherwise, and that is why you're not getting down and why the breath is not working for you. I want to try something really a little strange. I would like you to sing this very first phrase with a lip trill. Can you do that?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Can we maybe try it slower anyway?
Slower, sure. I'll breathe anyway.
Yeah. Can you also, if you're going to breathe in that first phrase, breathe before the alto. I think you breathe before the d'amore. Yeah.
I took a breath.
Oh, you
out
took because
I
you thought you were going to make it.
Go.
Okay, good.
Also, I feel in this aria specifically that everything above maybe F sharp or G feels blocked.
It is.
And I feel like I'm forcing it, and all I can get back is really a sense of tightness instead of the opening of the sound and the freeing of it. It feels so tight.
But you know what? It's not because of those notes. It's because of what you're doing, before that.
It's
because no. It's because of the way you are approaching the middle voice and the passaggio, which is most of what that is before you get into the stratospheres.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get this anchored a little bit.
Actually,
And
most of the aria is on the passaggio.
pardon?
Most of the aria is
Yes.
on the
Yeah.
passaggio.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the problem. That's exactly the problem. Okay, let's start it. Let's see if you can get into your body a bit on the lip trill in the first phrase. Okay, now that wasn't bad. I want two things of you. I want your lip trill a little louder, and I want you to lift one leg into the d'amore. Today is the day of the leg, it seems. Okay. So, now, sing it. Okay, now you, that was a little more successful.
A bit.
A little more. But you weren't right in here. I don't want to give you too much information. The lip trill was very, very good. The lip trill was started to work for you. I want you to do that once more and immediately. So we're going to go right into the phrase with the text after that. Hey, go on. Okay, thank you. Yeah. And then what's so fascinating, I don't know how many of you saw that, but I saw it and it was great. You got down in between those phrases because the phrase before had been in a pretty good tension, then you automatically relax here and you're set up for the next phrase, and then that usually also does the same thing. I stopped you not because you were doing something incorrectly, you were doing it quite well, but I wanted to make you aware of what was going on before you go into the rita, because it has to be out of this sort of place where you just were in Passaggio. Right there.
Solitario.
Yeah, exactly. How could I forget that? Wow, lady. Yeah.
But that felt good.
Yeah, well, you know, singing isn't really supposed to hurt. Not most of the time, at any rate. It's, yes, that's the way that balance works. Good for you. That's really, I can't believe that I'm forgetting. This was my debut in Europe, this wonderful
Lucky
role.
you.
Yeah, lucky me, I know. But unlucky me, it was in German.
Ay.
Can you imagine? Ja, man nennt mich hier Mimi. Doch, ich heiße Lucia. It was really, but it was a big send-off. It was wonderful anyway to sing it, and but at any rate, maybe that's the reason the Italian isn't so fresh in my memory anymore. But yes. This is what you just displayed right now is a perfect example for everything that we were talking about in terms of the organization of your voice.
Yeah. I feel as if
Talk to us.
everything is not quite where it should be. Sometimes it works on good days, but most of the time I'm pushing it out. And then it's causing more stress, and then I'm closing because that's my original tendency. Unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. But what you just did primarily here, or before I tell you, why don't you tell me what were your experiences, so that they're in your words, and then I'll tell you what I thought.
Usually when I sing in solitario nido, I know, oh no, ritorna, and then it doesn't come out. And now I felt, it's going to be all right.
Wonderful.
Really, because I didn't feel there are any constrictions that I need to jump over or push through.
No, there aren't supposed to be those constrictions. Yeah. But you know what you did that was so wonderful in Solitario Nido? It was right here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was right, it was anchored in here, and it was right here. And you see, that's what gives you the confidence. And that's why I talk so much about Passaggio. That's why this Passaggio thing is so important, because that is what, if the Passaggio is back here, you know that the only way to get into the top is by pressing on it.
And then I feel my mouth does something strange and it opens.
It has to.
And then I feel like I'm really open, but nothing comes out.
Like, well, you're wrong. Something comes out and it's pretty, but it's not enough. It's not good enough for who you are. And this was, if I have to be picky, I would still say that you sort of hung out on that upper note, on the A. And you could have
opened it more.
Just kept
this.
It's a feeling that you're stretching inside, stretching upward inside, and so that it is almost like an inhalation the entire time that you're producing that sound, and that you have a direction afterwards. This time, let's do it again.
Okay.
Let's do it again. Yeah?
From the beginning,
From the beginning.
with the lip trills,
Do you need them?
I think.
Okay.
I'll try with once.
You know something. If I'm glad you did that because, as I said, I want as much as possible each of you to take something with you after this week. And that wasn't bad, but it wasn't loud enough. If you do lip trill, if you do these sounded consonants that we've been working on to a certain extent, they have to have a certain, they should be thought of at least as mezzo forte, because otherwise you're not going to really be hooked in, and they won't hurt you, but they won't really accomplish what you need.
Okay.
So. Sing right away. That was a little bit blocked, yeah. So I don't need for you to do attacca forte. I need for you to ritorna. I'm unfortunately not in a physical condition to show you entirely what I would like to right now. It's almost that. Can you? Yeah, you're doing this. You're doing this, and I'm not talking about going back. Really, I'm talking more like this. I maybe did this.
I don't really know what this means.
You don't know what that means.
I've seen it done, but
yeah, yes,
I don't
of
know.
course. Oh, there. It's the clicché. It's absolutely the clicché. It as the clicché. It means Gaumensegel. It means a soft palate. That's what most teachers, but I don't want to, that's not what I was talking about. That as the cliche, that's what I was talking about was that thing I was referring to a moment ago about the inhalare feeling of continuing to make space, or maybe you need to think about continuing to make motion in the air. It needs to be very, very alive and ritorna. You need to go. Right, go.
So think
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Keep it. So
it feels a bit throaty.
it's a little, yeah. But it's more alive now. But this is this thing where on the re we drop. The re is there to open and drop. Good. Yeah.
It's easier when I go a bit down. That it's an A.
Yeah, but good.
Okay.
Do it again. Pretty good. Can you senzaran use those sung consonants? They will again stabilize you. Addio.
Addio.
Yeah.
Feels less detached.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing I was going to tell you about this. You can, especially with Puccini, but basically with everything, but especially with Puccini, you have to almost have a feeling that I would describe as sloppier.
What do you mean?
I mean that it's not like this, but it's all connected elastically.
Mm-hmm.
It's all flowing and moving into each other, so that it's almost like a very rapid portamento between each note.
Mm.
Yeah? Okay? Ascolta, ascolta. Can we go on? Because we're almost out of time.
Ascolta, ascolta.
That's ascolta, ascolta. It's more open, right?
Ascolta, ascolta. Levo che robiaduna che lasciai
Okay, where do you want to breathe?
Why?
Ascolta, ascolta, le. Then you can breathe in the place you did if you connect the le.
Ah,
Not
okay.
before the K.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Yeah,
I'm sure she can.
I think she can too. But very often as I know it, ascolta, ascolta, and there's no reason, but it's very often connected.
Yeah, I know, but here it's not so nice here.
Yeah. Ah.
And actually it's a bit faster.
Yeah, we move.
It's faster.
There's a ascolta, then we're a tempo. Yeah, ascolta. That's very typical Puccini. Pull it and then move. Yeah, try to use the portamento and see what happens. Or lip trill it. Lip trill it.
Almost.
Yeah, but you made it.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of sopranos who breathe there. If they connect to this, then they're allowed to breathe there, as long as they connect the thought, in my opinion. Okay,
So
sing
what's
it.
the portamento
Sing it.
for the first?
Yep.
Ascolta, ascolta, levo che robiaduna che lasciai sparse. Nel mio cassetto stan chiuse quel cerchietto d'oro.
No. There you need your leg.
Quel cerchietto d'oro.
Okay. But this was wonderful. Then it sounds like a Puccini voice.
Yeah. Difference I just did.
Okay. Quel cerchietto. That's a little more detached. Huh?
Quel cerchietto d'oro.
You can connect those two.
Involgi tutto quanto in un grembiale, manderò il portiere.
Then you're even allowing a little chest voice into that portiere. Good. Be very aware. Go back and look at all of the rubati. Puccini has written them all in, and they are so necessary to describe the character.
Okay.
This because there is all of this hesitancy there. She feels she has to leave, but she doesn't want to leave, and that's all in the music. Again, we had a ritardando going into a tempo, and you need. And the tempo needs to move forward more, and that will make it easier for you to sing it.
By the way, sorry, this involgi tutto quanto is the same music as before where we are.
Right.
Yeah, ascolta, involgi tutto quanto Puccini writes this portamento, this connection. Involgi tutto quanto he
I
writes
know.
it.
Yeah.
But the first time, actually, ascolta.
It's a period. Even though it ends and then she starts again with the sentence. I know.
He doesn't
But
write
it's
this
he doesn't. Puccini doesn't write it. I should go. There is a guy who teaches. I want to ask now because there's a guy who teaches in Leipzig who is a student of Puccini's protege. So he's sort of he's in his 70s now, but he's the grandchild, so to speak. And I'm going to go ask him.
because I think it should be different. Ascolta, ascolta.
Yeah, is a period,
Poche
and then
cose
it
che
goes
lasciare,
on. Yeah.
Then the second time it is connected. It makes sense. I mean, musically and also textually.
Yeah, exactly. But here it must be connected, I think.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah, yeah.
written.
And she did it. Yeah.
Nice.
But it can be more. Okay, we have to move forward. I just like to hear the end of the aria, and then we have to be finished. Okay.
Vada.
No, wait. Let's do the involgi.
Involgi tutto quanto in un breviale manderò il portiere.
Good. That's so tiny, just tiny.
Sotto il guanciale.
No!
But keep it connected?
Yes, with the portamento.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, that bada was fabulous. That's the way it's supposed to be. I keep hitting this microphone. I'm so sorry. But yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
should I pull it down?
Yeah. Have a
Okay.
good time. I think he's written.
No, here it's not written,
Oh, but it's always
I
done.
agree.
It's always done. Yeah. Okay. Bada.
Sotto il guanciale c'è la cuffietta rosa.
That's right. Great. No, you can prepare that better. Yeah? Yeah, so the other thing, this is one of those little rules that will make your life easier. The V is a sounded consonant. No fortes in that range on sounded consonants. So you have to think it down or very gently. So, that's this. That's not quite, yeah, it's right there, yeah, but it's about the say. Yeah? Yeah, okay, you can't hit the M either. Da more. That will make it harder. And the aria riacada. Aria, yeah. Yeah.
Should I lift?
Oh,
No.
how no? Which leg do I lift? No, it's what you do with aria. Could I have? Yeah, is that note? Sorry,
A ricordo.